questions to ask, right? A campaign with the confidence rising. I told WDF don't switch, good times are coming on for deep diving. Fan cams, reactions, watch along, still the pride of London thriving. The Eagles of South, they flying. Keep your eyes on us, we ain't hiding.
Yes, guys, this is the Brentford preview. It's only me right now, but don't you worry. If you are a me hater, Rich, Nate, and those guys should be coming in any minute now. But if you watched the Tactical yesterday, I'd highly suggest you go and watch that after this stream, because me and Statman Dan delve into the stats of the game a lot, and it's a pretty depressing video, but it takes a nice little deep dive into the stats, look at how they play, how we could set up against them, and how they can hurt us and how we can actually hurt them, because they, even though they are a brilliant team and they are someone that Palace wouldn't genuinely turn up against, there is a way that we can break them down, but it's a very small chance that we'll be able to do it. Let's go through some comments first of all. Big up Louis. First in. Big up Hazza. Ain't seen you in a minute, bro. Big up Nate. I think he's munching right now, so he's not in here right now. Chairman. Rihanna here with all the eagle emojis. Big up Hazza once again. You see, this is my number one hater. You see this right here? Number one hater. I'm never plugging this girl as a editor ever again. I'll tell you that now. But I see Rich is in the back setting up right now. But this Brentford game is a bit mad, because it's a game that we're looking at it in the grand scheme of things. We just played Man United, played City, played Spurs, played Chelsea, and we're thinking, we get out of this run, we're playing Brentford now. We're playing Brighton now. We're thinking, yeah, slightly lower tier teams, but it's still the fact that these teams are not hard to beat. If anything, I'd be more confident playing against a Man City, a Man United, compared to playing against Brighton and Brentford, because they are that calibre of team, which is just dreadful to play against, because we never seem to turn up against them. Nate, how you doing?
Yeah, big up, brother. I'm good. How are you?
All good, all good. I was just saying that when you're looking at the grand scheme of things, you see that we've played Man United, we played Arsenal, we played Man City, and then we get out of this little run into playing Brighton and Brentford. We're thinking slightly lower tier kind of teams, but if anything, I back Palace to play against Man City more than these teams, because this is the type of team we just won't turn up against whatsoever.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you look at the game at Selhurst Park towards the early part of the season, 1-0 up, looked to be 3 points in the bag at home. Last minute, decided to go full-blown try professional football club. How many times have I said it? So, and if you look at both games last season, 0-0 draws. So, Brentford are not a team that just roll over for you. You have to be better than them on the day. And in 3 occasions, haven't been. So you'd like to think we'd win this game, but yeah, history's not on our side on this one. But we need to win badly, because the fact that we haven't won since the turn of the year is worrying. Very worrying, in fact.
Definitely. But we couldn't see, as I said, we got this run, we had this stupid run, and now we're sort of getting to the back end of it now. So we're going to have more winnable games coming up, but it's going to be back to back to back to back to back. So we're going to have to find form in these 2 games. I think we played decently against Brighton at some points, but we're nowhere near good enough to comfortably go out and start beating the teams that we need to be beating this season to stay up. Let's get some more comments. John Cena, how's it going? No train, mate. With these train strikes, we still can't see you. It's good to see you back. This guy's hitting me with the full government name. Full government name. I'll rip your hand off for a point. I think we all would. Yeah, this kit is nice. Big up, Bobby. Never been much in these games between Palace and Brentford. Well, Nate said that 2-0 nils. I think has it only ever been draws against Brentford?
Yeah, 0-0 at Selhurst Park, 0-0 at Brentford Community Stadium, and 1-1 at Selhurst Park this season. Bear in mind, we took the lead in that game, so for once it wasn't a case of, what's that? Your team hasn't taken the lead all season? No, we actually took the lead in that game and decided to give them a goal from some brain-dead defending.
Definitely. I think that a good place to start is something that Dan said in Tactical yesterday that I didn't know. We all know Thomas Franks is an incredible manager, but in their starting team, only 2 players that they've bought in the Premier League. The rest of it is all players from the Championship. When you're looking at their strongest 11, and to me, that just says how great tactically Thomas Franks is and his ability to develop players. Because to basically keep your Championship team and not look like a Championship team anymore, it's just full credit to him as a manager.
No, 100%. I mean, we all know the Championship isn't an easy league to get out of for starters. You know, sometimes making that transition from the Championship to the Premiership, some players nosedive. You know, I think using that model, and which he's used very well, you kind of get rid of any sort of like egos and stuff, because they've all come from the same like league. They've all singing from the same hymn sheet, and it makes it easier for players that are brought in, whether it's from Premier League clubs or abroad, to just kind of embed themselves into that philosophy. So, you know what? He's no joke as a coach. Like, we saw it in the Championship. Like, he was brilliant with Brentford, and then obviously he's come to the Prem, and it's kind of been seamless for him. You know, people thought second season syndrome were kicking. They're actually a lot stronger this year than they were last, and that's with Tony missing a lot of games anyway. So fair play to him.
Definitely, I think it's sort of the slight tactical shift that they've done from last season to this season, because last season they was banging out that 4-3-3 every game. But now they've switched to this 3-5-2. That's just opened a whole new dimension to how they play football. Their wing backs are incredible. We saw that last season, but they just seem to have stepped it up another gear this season. And remember when we were saying Henry and Hickey last season, they've got some other guy, Rozevlev or something like that. Butchered it. We know I butcher names in Eagle-Eyed Football, but he's just as good as Hickey. And that just says how great that this Moneyball model is working for them. Nate, do you think that Palace should keep going through how Dougie goes through signings, or do you think that we should maybe trial out this Moneyball method of signings?
Well, it would help if we would actually get top money for some of the players we have at the minute. Because as you know, we love to let players go for free when we paid 25 million for a centre-back, 32.5 million for a striker. We paid, 6 million for a player we got 10 million for. So we only made a profit on Solo, which, let's be honest, I don't know how we tricked someone into paying money for him. So, you know, I give up on this transfer policy we have, because it's just rubbish. You know, like I saw Tristan's tweet where he was yelling at me, and I was thinking, wait a minute, is he agreeing with me or yelling at me? What's going on? Big up Tristan, by the way. But it wouldn't hurt to do this Moneyball thing. But knowing the way that the club appears to be run, I don't see it happening. I'd love it to happen, but I don't see it happening.
Rich, Brentford at home this season seem to be a force to be reckoned with. They've only lost one game at home all season, and that's to Arsenal. And we need to remember that they've drawn with Man United, they've beaten Liverpool, they've beaten Spurs all at home. We're going to their ground. Are you holding much confidence with this, knowing that they've lost once this season at home.
Once again, I'm running. Take a point and run. Take a point and run. And it kind of brings me to the whole this debate regarding Vieira and such. I've already said I'm going to give him till next season anyway. Let's see what the summer holds for us, and then I'm going to judge him harshly next year. But I've been doing a lot of thinking regarding how we're playing at the moment, and you know what? If we play this really crappy brand of football and we stay in the league, for now I'm for it. I know we're badly missing that attacking, pressing sort of football. I don't think we've got the players for it, and we're so susceptible. Like teams pass through our lines so easily. So I look back at that Brighton game, and I know we were vexed. The performance was terrible, and I thought to myself, had we tried to press Brighton, yes, we should have already lost 3-4-1 or whatever. It could have been mad because they're just so good at breaking lines. So I guess like in this run of fixtures, because we're not playing well, we just have to try not to lose at this moment in time. I think we've not earned the right to play a smooth attacking football just yet. And that might not come until we have the favourable run of fixtures. So give me a draw. Give me a draw.
Oh, as I was saying it with Dan yesterday, I'm taking a draw and I'm running as well because if I'm really honest, I don't see us scoring in this game. I see it being proper dead food football, exactly like it was. Like we'll still be playing Brighton now. We probably still wouldn't score. That's how bad we were. But
So, JC, are you saying it's a fossil football thing?
Oh, it's worse than that. It's worse. But I was looking into what Dan was saying yesterday in the Tactical, and me and him both agreed that we should change our formation to suit the players that we have, because I know we all want to play this 4-2-3-1 with the two holding midfielders, but we don't have two top quality holding midfielders, and that's the problem that we're having. Also, when you play the two holding midfielders, you need to have very attacking fullbacks so that they can add to the attack on the wing out wide, support the wings. And that's something that we just don't have. We're trying to hash players into a defensive midfield role that don't actually thrive when playing there. And we've probably got the least attacking fullbacks in the league. And I don't think that's a stretch to say, really. And clearly, without those players going forwards, it is literally a 4 versus 6, and it's just sort of impossible. We know Eze can do what he can do wonders on his day, but it hasn't been his day for a while now, unfortunately. I think we have to start realising that. We don't have ZAHA. Edouard's not playing the best. Elise is not playing the best. So how the hell are we going to break down a 4 versus 6 situation? It's just not going to work. Which is why I probably propose going to a 4-3-3, doing exactly what we did last season. Instead of it being Kouyaté in that defensive midfield spot, check Decore, and then have slightly in front of them Lokonga and Hughes as 2 8s. I know that it's going to have the severe lack of creativity in that midfield, but I think just being able to pass and being able to have a solid midfield is going to be much more beneficial to us compared to having 4 attackers compared to 3 with that 4-3-3 formation. What do you think?
As long as it's not Schlupp, Mateta, and this is no disregard to Ayew, but like just them, because Ayew works hard for us, but them as a 3, no thank you. Once again, I'm advocating for Jordan Ayew to start, by the way, because their fullbacks, it's mad. If we thought, is it Estepunian? I can't pronounce his name anyway.
Yeah.
If we thought he was good at fullback, boy, Rico Henry and Aaron Hickey, it's long. It is long, and we need to somehow shut off the supply line to Ivan Toney, because he just gets everything ticking. You know.
I think one thing that is very important with how they play, because of the 3-5-2, they sort of drop into like a 3-2-1-4, if that makes sense. So they've got 4 people up front. Both the wing backs are wingers now. Norgard basically goes into a free roaming 10, and then you've just got 5 defenders pretty much. And it's a scary thing to come up against because Tony will come short and pass and do a lay-on for Mbeumo. And then Mbeumo's got the wraps. So if there's a through ball to Mbeumo, yeah, it's right, it's gone, it's finished. Gay's fast, but he ain't that fast. we spoke about this more in detail on Tact Eagle, but it's really hard to see where we can win defensively in this game as well as offensively, because they create so many overloads in so many different places of the pitch that if we match that, we've actually got nothing up front then, so we can't break. So we're just brick, park the bus defending. That's how it's looking like we're going to survive in this game.
Proper Brexit ball settings, bruv. You reach peak dead food when you've got to go Brexit ball. Not even Allardyce ball, not Roy ball. Nah, we've got to go Brexit ball. I'm getting flashbacks to seeing Zeki Friars at the back, I don't think I can take 90 minutes of that, honestly.
Let's go back into some comments. Luke's saying we haven't scored in open play since October.
At home, I think he means.
Mad.
In the league, which is just big up, Mark.
How's it going, Mark? They beat us in 2014.
Pre-season friendly, I think.
Why are we touching wood, bruv? What's that all about?
No, but he's saying so they don't beat us on Saturday, I think.
Needs to make that clearer.
Yeah, Louis, that's a bit of an L, bruv.
That's a pause moment.
That's a big pause still.
Is ZAHA back this weekend? I don't think so.
Same for Liverpool.
Yeah, Luke saying Maka and Decore in that midfield.
It could work.
I think it's too soon to just throw Maka in to start, if I'm honest.
Yeah, probably play Sambi and Decore.
Yeah, I think Decore, Sambi, and Hughes.
Is Hughes fit? Because
I think it was just cramp. It didn't look any worse than that.
That midfield 3 would work, actually.
We hope.
Mm.
If we get any more injuries, we're going to have to put a revolving door in at Copa's Cope.
We signed that Dylan Reed for the youth team today, which is a big plus for them guys.
But see, the thing with that, JC, is that you see when we signed him, he was 16. He's 17 now. Only this football club can sign a 16-year-old and he's still 17 when he's officially announced. I don't know.
We need to get a best team on the field at the same time. ZAHA, Anderson, Richards, and Maka will make a huge difference. Are you saying that you want to bench Gay then in that case? Because that's the only way that would work, unless you're playing Richards at right back, probably.
Yeah.
It'll be Richards.
I don't think Klein deserves to be dropped, though, to be honest. Like, he hasn't really put much of a foot wrong. He's had a couple of wobbly games, don't get me wrong. But
I won't lie. Oh, sorry, finish on it.
To be fair, Ward also hasn't really put much of a foot wrong, despite the whole fan base switching on him and going, "Oh, he's rubbish, get him out." It's like, do you not remember how many other players we've had play at right back that were absolute toilet? Ward is not the answer. But compared to Mariappa, trust me, I want Ward over Mariappa any day of the week. I think there's no bad right back. Sorry, Rich, go ahead.
Now, I was just going to say the problem, obviously, Kleiny's going to have now, and this also is to do with Decore as well, is because they're playing with fullbacks, Kleiny is going to be thinking, who am I actually marking? We saw it at times where, like, whenever Decore has to come across, both him and Klein end up ball watching. So I think that in itself, defensively, we just need to make sure we're switched on.
Definitely. I think just a quick question. Let's say that both players are fully fit. Are you taking Maka in this midfield, or are you taking Hughes in this midfield?
Hughes, because he'd be fresher. even Maka fully fit with his age, I think Maka will be better off as an impact sub.
But Maka's better on the ball.
Maka is better on the ball, but his legs are massively gone. Hughes is not by any means fast, but like one knock into Maka and he's on the floor. He's on the floor crippled.
Yeah, that's a tough one, you know.
I don't know. I just remember when he did a Rabona around Kevin De Bruyne. I'm thinking, what is happening? And then punching took him out and ended both their seasons.
I remember, what was it? David Silva tried to square up to Scott Dan and got bodied onto the floor. He was like, "No, mate, it's not happening for you." Scotty was having none of it.
Yeah, Louis saying he watched the City Arsenal game. We're nowhere near the tops, but we ain't got the tops money though. That's the difference.
It was a very good game of football, though.
I tell you what, De Bruyne's finish first time. Tomiyasu, you're holding L's, yeah, but that finish was clean.
Great finish.
Oh, you got to give Tomiyasu a bit of credit though. That's a hell of an assist.
Oh yeah. I think if you don't earn brick of the week on Nicky's,
well, you say that, but I think Nicky deserves it brick of the week himself. More on that later.
We'll get on to that.
Well, apart from that, he nearly had a fight with himself, didn't he? Big up the GOAT, CEO of Charity Professional Football Club and Rich T. Let's hope PV doesn't start to protest the player up front.
Big up, Pat. Hey, if I see any more of Mateta up front, I swear I'm just going to be done for this season because, bro, he ain't the answer.
Yeah, Pat was saying this one a lot in the Tracks Eagle, man. He was like, if I ever see the Twister Pro play for Crystal Palace again, yeah.
No, Pat, we hear you. We hear you. I think we're done with Mateta right now because
I agree with this more. I agree with this way more.
Yeah. At least 8 to 10 is not the answer.
Would he track back? I'm just throwing it out there. Would he track back at right wing against those fullbacks? That's my only fear.
I think what you have to say is, if you look at the Brighton game, which is the most recent example, his defending was actually decent.
Good, actually, yeah. So hopefully he can replicate that.
I would start Maka just to break some legs.
We don't want that.
Tompkins versus Tony. That's an L. This is an L. This is an L.
No, we don't want to hear that. But to be fair to Tompkins, he's the only player that turned up last Saturday. No, sorry, I lie. Guaita and Ayew also turned up. I lie. But obviously, we can't forget our man of the match, Robert Sanchez. Why did he let it bounce? Has anybody found an answer for that, by the way? I'm still waiting to hear from them, man, about why they let it bounce.
I still love the advertising, the newest drop at Sellers. That was really good from the Palace admin. I really like that one.
I'm not going to lie, though, right? Because
they got the model to look like Sanchez as well, which made it even better.
But do you remember, like, their Twitter was bantering us about why you let it bounce? Now they don't want to hear about it. It's like, why are you not celebrating the draw? No. The shoe's on the other foot now, so obviously we don't want to hear it. I said, don't get me wrong, they got robbed, but it's delicious they got robbed. It's like, we don't deserve that point, but we're swiping that point and running out the store.
100%.
Definitely. Don't see us winning this, but I'll take a draw. Richards at right back also means we can switch to a 3 at the back sometimes. Definitely, but I'm not sure what his attacking output would be like, because if we want to do the switch to 3 at the back, it'll mean that Mitchell will have to go up and he'll cut in, and then Mitchell will have to drop into centre back. I don't think I trust Mitchell playing a centre back and Richards going up.
Until we get attacking fullbacks, I don't want to see us playing 3 at the back. Because it'll literally just be a 5.
I can't see us spending money on fullbacks because obviously
no, we won't. Yeah.
We don't need to worry about it because we're fine. And if you don't back the board, then you're not a real fan. But we all saw what we saw against Brighton. I was thinking, Mitchell ain't it, Klein ain't it. And I know they're academy boys and we love our academy, but I'm gonna be real. The lack of investment at fullback area is killing us. I'm not saying get rid of Mitchell. I think Mitchell's a very useful squad player. But our lack of an attacking left-back threat is so glaringly obvious. You look at it going, We could have got Aaron Hickey for peanuts had we actually gone a bit more braver in the market. But no, it's fine. We'll just twerk for Conor Gallagher for 2 transfer windows. It's embarrassing, man.
I reckon. Apparently, we're going in for him again in the summer. So,
somebody just take Steve Parish's phone off him, please.
No, 100%.
Like this Gallagher thing is just I can't. Obviously, when he was with us, we loved him, but let's be honest, we need to move on. Like,
would you
lost his cheek? I don't want to get burnt again and again and again.
Would you play Ayew at right wing back? I'm saying no because he don't pass. We know that.
If I'd play Pete the Eagle at right wing back, if it means we actually come away with a point here, I wouldn't care who plays there.
You know what? I wouldn't mind that if we're just solely doing it to match what they do. Like, and then it'll mean we have 2 forwards.
I'd still rather play Klein there though.
I mean, we ain't got many options to be honest. So I don't think 3 at the back will work anyway.
Well, Anderson's still injured and Richards is injured, so we've only got 2 centre backs.
Yeah, but don't worry about it.
Ward is still injured.
We trust.
Mm-hmm.
Ward will see us through. Our Lord and Savior Parish. He knows all. It's all going to be fine in the summer. Don't worry about it. We're not getting relegated. We're not worried about other teams getting ahead of us. It's calm, people. Don't worry about it. Yeah, okay. Yeah. We'll see, innit? I'm actually done watching Palace Twitter because it's a cesspool at the minute.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to negotiate Twitter right now because everyone's all over the place. Like I saw a rumor that we're looking at Celtic's Japanese striker, and everyone had a meltdown thinking, "You saw what happened last time we got a Celtic striker? He can't score for us. This guy's scoring less than Edouard in the Scottish League, so how's he going to do better than Edouard in the Premier League?"
But they're forgetting what's Edouard missing? Service.
Exactly.
What have we not provided to any centre forward since Glenn Murray? Service. We still haven't replaced Yannick Bolasie, and Townsend was not the Bolasie replacement. I'm sorry, but he wasn't. Townsend was a great player that added defence and attacking quality, but you ain't putting Townsend in the same category as Yala. Or if you are, you're bunning something. So, no, but be real. With Bolasie, we knew what to expect. He might hit someone at the back of the White Horse, but he was flicks and tricks and making a problem for teams. With Townsend, we just knew he'd shoot. Townsend was just shoot every opportunity he got, or whip it in, and hope to God Benteke got his noggin on it. But we haven't replaced some players, Rich. But people don't
replace Benteke.
Bruv, imagine we tried to replace Murray with Benteke and then didn't provide Benteke with service.
We did for a season, and we saw what happened.
Yeah, 16 goals, never repeated.
I think it's been very, very depressing, this whole thing so far. Here's some upsides that I thought that we've spoke about in Tucked Eagle. Brentford have a window where they are very easy to score. I'm not going to say easy to score against, but where they do concede goals. It's that 55 to 65 minute mark. Because I was looking through it, and I think in their last 10 games, they conceded like 12 goals or something. But I think 11 of those goals were conceded in that time frame. And
that's mad.
And literally a couple minutes after that time frame, they make all 5 subs. So that tells me that the way they play, the pressing, the fitness goes in that time. So that is the time we need to strike. And remember, we are the lowest running team in the Premier League. So how the hell are we going to be tired in that scenario? We have to be like the fittest team in the Premier League right now if we're running the least.
It's literally do no running until the 55th minute, then go.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone stand on the goal line, yeah. Put on some gloves. Just stand like this, yeah.
Nah, I've got it. Vieira's going to be like that PE teacher, right? No running, no beeping running, no running. Okay, now you can start running.
We're playing walking rugby. I don't know if you've done that in PE, you know.
No contact walking rugby. Yeah. Oh, mate.
But
stop.
I think that's a very interesting window to strike, though, because for how they play, you wouldn't know it. You wouldn't notice it just watching them here and there. Think, they conceded. But because it's so consistent throughout their games, there must be something more to it, and it's got to be fitness.
But then the fact that we don't run as much, do they need to run as much?
Probably not, because all they're going to do is have to break us down, because we're going to be standing still anyway. So all they're going to be doing is running in between. And that, to be fair, running in between, you don't need to be sprinting, do you? You can just jog, move around, make some nice little turns. Ivan Toney, for someone that's 6'2", he's always in space. How?
Yeah.
He's just a good striker. He's just a great striker. And that's probably
Speaking on Tony for a second, imagine we could have got him for way less when he was at Peterborough. But we was pursuing man like Loic Remy and these kind of men on loan. I'm thinking, why do you think I don't like this club's transfer policy? When you look at some of the players we failed to secure, and people like yourself, myself, Rich, we've all called out for just ambition. We don't care if we sign a 19, 20-year-old from League Two, but they absolutely rip it up in the Premier. Like, yo, imagine we've got 40 million for this guy we paid 2 million for. I don't mind selling players for big fees if we're making profit on them. The only problem is we're not ambitious enough.
I do want to say, though, if we did get Tony, I don't think he would have developed like how he developed now, because he had a few years in the Championship to get as good as he did, and then he came into the Premier League. I reckon if you bought him and he went straight into the Prem, he wouldn't be anything like what he is now.
No, 100%. But what I'm saying is that the opportunity to sign players like that, right, has passed us by time and time and time and time again.
We're looking at like Coventry striker right now.
Yeah, Gyökeres, I think his name is.
Yeah.
Right. And look at Flynn Downs. That was apparently signed and sealed. And then some and ahhing about the contract terms, and boom, West Ham snuck him. And I'm thinking, why does this not surprise me? Oh, wait, West Ham used us to scout their players. We wanted Ben Rama. They signed Ben Rama. We wanted, what was his name?
Jared Bowen.
Jared Bowen. They signed him.
I still can't believe that, though. We got it. It was done and dusted for 6 million, and then they paid 25.
Well, to be fair, I mean, you know.
And then we got Elise for 8.
And Elise scored that banger that absolutely stank out the West Ham fans' mood on that Saturday, which bust up your knee.
Bust up my knee, and we heard Tristan's voice go higher than we ever thought it would go before.
I don't forget the Lego. The Lego was all over the floor.
And then the West Ham fan TV watch along, because I sent you man that clip on in the GC.
Yeah, let's do a combined 11. I think we'll do 2 11s. I think that the first one will be the combined. Obviously, we need 3 players from each. We all know that.
Then our 11 to play, yeah.
And then our predicted 11 to start. So I'll show this, and I reckon this is going to be a tough one. Or not, it's not going to be tough at all. It's going to be Brentford, basically. I'm going to be very selfish and go first.
Do we go 3-5-2?
Do you want to go 3-5-2?
I'm just thinking.
Is it even an option on this? Oh, it is. Okay. Yeah, why not? We always do the same formation. Let's try this. Bear in mind, left mid and right mid would be wing backs. They wouldn't be.
Yeah,
that's Hickey and Rico Henry.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah. When I heard that Aaron Hickey was Scottish, I went, that's an Irish surname. That's peed me off. I'm like, this guy's so good. I wish he was Irish, man. We need him to play for the Republic. Imagine Abdoulaye Doucouré. Oh Lord. Thank God we've got Sheikh Doucouré.
See, we can get Mark Gay in there.
Where would he go? Centre, left or right?
He plays left, but you'd say centre because he's right-footed.
But then because of these injuries, it's annoying because now it would be Ben Mee and who else is their centre back?
They've got Ben Mee. Pinnock, Jorgensen.
Oh my gosh, they're all like 6 foot plus, isn't it?
Yeah, and Gay's the shortest by a really long way.
They're all big guys, bruv.
Set pieces is going to be stress.
It could be a hockey score, you know. We could get absolutely hockeyed.
I'm actually really struggling to see where we're getting Palace players in here, because up top it has to be Tony and Mbeumo, because Edouard doesn't even hold a candle to them.
We might as well put Decore and Gay in there and give the rest to Brentford. Let's be honest here. Because on current form, I don't think many of our players would get in, to be truthful.
Can Norgard play DM?
Yes. But he's thriving this season playing that 10 role.
Because I was thinking if Norgard could play DM, the only other person I think we can stick in the 10 for us will be Elise. Or we're gonna have to bite the bullet on RHEA and put VG in. And that's not me, because RHEA's quality, by the way. But I'm just thinking about the third player. Because it won't be in any of our other centre backs, they're all injured.
Yeah. I'll put Gay at left centre back.
Ben Mee will be one of them because he's had a great season. Oh, yeah, it has to be 4 characters, isn't it?
There we go. Oh, whoops. I'm going to go Pinnock and me. Pinnock's been very good this season. Could you just put Hughes in?
Yeah.
Yeah, that could work.
Yeah.
That's a shot.
Or Lukonga?
We could put Sammy in there, yeah.
What are we saying?
Sammy's more of a natural DM, so you kind of would try and play a player in the natural position, so I'm happy with that.
He's just been done well for us the last couple of games, though.
Yeah, but that's literally
because Man United, he wasn't great, but
Rich, remember, we've been putting square pegs in round holes, and it's fine. Yeah. It's fine. Lord Parish will save us. Why are you people moaning?
Yeah. Go on. Let's put Sambi in.
Yeah, Sambi.
I hope he starts.
I just hope that Decore actually gets a shot on target that hits the net for once. Because, mate, he's trying too hard now.
This team hasn't really got that many standouts, but this is an incredible team.
It's actually a very good side.
Yeah. Henry and Hickey either side with a solid back three of Gay, Pinnock, and Ben Mee. Can't argue with that. Tony and Mbeumo as a strike force is just annoying. Sorry, Rich.
Just very quickly, let's just pretend everyone's fit. What would this combined 11 look like?
Everyone's fit. If everyone's fit, I'm going that.
Does Richards get a shot?
I'm doing that, and that's it.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Couldn't Mbeumo go into 10?
If Mbeumo goes into 10, then Norgard's going in place of Sambi.
Okay, I can work with that because Norgard's been good as well. But I feel Mbeumo, he's been unreal.
If everyone's fit, I'm doing this. 100%.
Mad, you know? That's a crazy team as well.
But that's what you get when your club's willing to take gamble on players nobody's watching or nobody's actively pursuing. Yeah. But instead, you've got a director of football that says, what's that? This guy's going for 10 million? I will put a bid in for 6. Test the waters. Big man. They literally set their price at just £10 million. Just pay the money. It's not difficult.
Would we make any changes to this? If everyone's fit?
On current form, no.
That's a strong 11, you know.
Because you know who does really. And if we did this, this is probably going to be a cardinal sin for every Crystal Palace fan.
One second, I'll be right back.
Is that a sin or not?
No, it's not a sin.
Because he has been incredible as well.
I'm going to be real, JC. If you actually look at ZAHA this season, it's been give it to Wilf. We've gone back to Roybal Wilf. It's not been a case of, right, if Zaha's being man-marked out the game, give it to Elise. If Elise is being pressed out the game, give it to Eze. If Eze is being pressed out of the game, give it to Edouard. We're over-reliant on our left-hand side. And now that Wilf's not there, everybody's going, wait, where's that guy on the left that's always there? And look, I get it. You know, the preseason did us over. We've had really bad luck with injuries to key areas of the pitch where we don't have much squad depth, but the opportunity was there in the summer to address that. We didn't. Let's be real, we didn't. What did we make? 4 signings?
In the summer.
Yeah. What was it, 4?
Richards, Decore,
Ebue and Johnston, was it not?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 4.
But none of them have really, apart from Decore, none of them have really taken off. Like Richards would have, but I said it before we even signed him. Why the hell are we getting someone who's built like a Quaver?
No, man said he's made out of Weetabix. And I remember you got cooked in the comments. You're like, oh, you're so disrespectful. It's like, really? Is he really disrespectful? Was he telling the truth?
Well, I think people are looking at it now and thinking, oh, this guy might actually know what he's talking about.
Yeah, but JC, because I think it was a certain person that we've spotted on the channel lately, because it was that person. You know them ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know who I'm on about.
I'm happy to prove people wrong.
Yeah, it's nice being vindicated though, isn't it? When you say something that people don't agree with, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, look at that, I was right all along.
Oh, of course. It feels very nice.
Like I did with Charity Professional Football Club. Remember, I was saying it for how many months? People kept telling me I'm so negative, and what happened? We saw it time and time again. And I was thinking, well, would you look at that?
Definitely.
Ain't that something?
I've just thrown together a start. This is what I would like for Palace to start. So in goal, we go Vicente Gaeta. With left back, we go Mitchell, Gay, Tompkins, Klein. We play 1 DM in Czech Decore. We've got 2 8s of Lakonga and Hughes. We play Ayew on the left, Edouard through the middle, and Elise on the right. Are we playing this 11 or are we making any changes, boys?
I'd play that 11. Because what I would prefer to see
that's perfect.
Is Eze and Schluck come on as impact subs, because that's where they do their most damage. I'm gonna be real. Considering we have 0 squad depth, I wouldn't mind seeing some of the 21s brought up. I know they won't come on, but it's just good that they'll get a fighting chance of coming on, because David Ozo, by no means, had the most amazing debut, but we've seen he tried to get involved. He was trying to get himself on the ball and make a presence of himself. They won't start anyway, but look, we've got such crap squad depth now. It's like we actually might have to bring on the kids, you know. Which I'm not against. You know me, I love seeing us play the youngsters, but I can't change that team and think, oh, if we had everyone fit, Ayew's dashed out for Wilf, obviously. But on current form, Ayew deserves every bit of a start because he's been one of our most consistent performers. But not everybody wants to hear that, because everybody keeps saying, why are you playing Ayew? We've literally nobody else. Or are you not paying attention to Charity Professional Football Club?
You know what it is? They just can't admit when their agenda just has no substance. He's pretty much one of the only ones that works hard for us.
The agenda runs just because they want the agenda to run. Yeah. I think I saw Henry in here saying that we've got Ayew over Erling Haaland. We didn't know that Haaland was going to do what he's doing, but that's sort of the thing that would make the agenda run just for no reason, because it could have been Haaland.
Well, I mean, look, we could go back as far as Colin decided not to sign Van Dijk. But
Yeah.
would Van Dijk have done as well at Palace as he did at Southampton and subsequently Liverpool? I don't think so. Being truthful, I don't think so. So you can hit it any way you want and say, oh, but imagine Van Dijk in this team, but who would he come in for? Because we had a solid back line at that time. Yes, Van Dijk would have been an upgrade on, say, Damo. But people love Damo. When Damo wasn't there, people lost their mind. It's like, oh my God, Delaney's not playing. Who's playing instead of him? You know? So the whole thing of, oh, I use crap in the whole lot. You do realize we paid Fraser Campbell a wage and Jordan Much a wage, right? There's levels to crap at Crystal Palace. Just saying. Oh God, Fraser Campbell. That's actually making me angry just thinking about it.
Yeah, I saw a comment in here. Someone talking about free agents. Is this it? Yeah, Mbali, free agents. I'm having a look at free agents now, and the only free agent that I actually recognize is Isco, but he ain't, or Omar Niasse. Like, free agents are dead right now.
Weren't Niasse the one that was at Everton?
Yeah, the one.
Yeah,
that
that's the one that dived against
penalty.
us. He dived against us for Everton. And all the Everton fans got in their feelings and were saying, but Zaha does that every week. Nah, he doesn't. Zaha's never been charged with diving. No matter how much people say he dives, he's never been charged.
Even though he has been given a yellow card for diving, but then VAR ruled it out. I remember against Arsenal, and they got the penalty. I'm seeing Papa Suarez on here. That's exactly what we'll do. We'll go get Papa Suarez on a free.
Yo, Pap Suarez bringing it back to 2016 vibes. I love Suarez. I can't lie. I loved him. I thought he was great. It's just a shame that his car accident really damaged his career.
Yeah, let's go through some the last bit of comments. We have stubborn owners, mainly Parish. Can't afford players. Mate, we've been needing fullbacks for long. I don't think we'll be able to renew Wilf's contract, but we need to spend the money on a player to replace him. Definitely, someone that's up and coming.
We should have either had that replacement in January, or we should know who the replacement is.
They need to sign a pre-contract as soon as possible. I think the second they know that Wilf ain't signing it, we need to get someone ASAP.
Or it should be looked at, right? We're going to say, do you know what? We're not going to sign a winger to replace Wilf. We'll try and give Raksaki an opportunity, not necessarily to be a star, but to be the next one off the line at Copper's Coat. Now, is Raksaki good enough? I don't think so. I think he still needs a loan in the Championship next season. But the plan from the club needs to be crystal clear. If we're going to sign someone to replace Wilf, okay, get that done in January so that when they come in the summer, we know, okay, that's the Wilf replacement. Give him 1 or 2 seasons to bed in. Hopefully, he turns out to be good. If it's Ches Raksaki next season, we're thinking, okay, he smashed it at Charlton. They still think he's their player, even though he's not. But anyway, Charlton logic doesn't exist in this instance. The lack of understanding of where we're going, like Parish talked a good game about we want academy players to come through and make first team appearances. Bar Ozo and maybe Kamani Gordon next season, there aren't many I would actually give a run out to. Like even Wells Morrison.
I give O'Brien one.
Yeah, Jake O'Brien. Hey, that tackle had me dying. I was like, I love that. You
know what I'll do? I will buy a winger if Wolf ain't start staying. Buy a winger and make JKG be the replacement. Like if ever we need to sub off our left winger, bring JKG on and give Raksaki another year loan, and then he could come on the right hand side in case the likes of Eze or Elisa get sold.
I don't know. I've got a weird feeling that we're going to go in for Alan Saint-Maximin because we was going to go for him when he was at Nice. He was going to be
his wages are mad though.
He was going to be the original ZAHA replacement, and I reckon that because of how he hardly plays for Newcastle right now, they wouldn't be opposed to accepting some money for him right now. But as you said, his wages are incredible, and his injury record for a 23-year-old is really bad.
It is really bad.
But do we really want to sign another winger like Macari Saka who falls apart like a stack of cards?
But because of that, he's the perfect Crystal Palace player, which is...
No, I can't long this signing a winger that falls apart like a stack of cards every season, bro. Because would look great for one game. And all of a sudden, he's out for 4 months. Like, he kicked the ball twice. How did he get injured? What? Oh, leave me.
I think that before we finish the stream on Brick of the Week, let's do a score prediction. Rich, I'll start with you.
I haven't done my predictions for this week, so I haven't even thought about it.
Or just for this game.
We need to talk about predictions as well, by the way, people. But we'll get on to that.
That's Brick of the Week.
I'm gonna say 1-1. I'm not very optimistic though, but I'm gonna say 1-1.
Nate?
I want to believe that we'll win this game. I really do. But I can't not look at our current form and just say take a point and run. So with that in mind, much like Rich, I'm going for a draw. And yeah, it's either going to be a 1-1 or a 0-0, but I'm going to say heart says 1-0, head says 1-0 Brentford. I think they could nick it, but I'll go with a draw. 1-0 Palace, 1-0 Brentford Palace. Oh Lord!
If I'm going with my head, I'm saying it's going to be 2-0 Brentford. I don't want to say it though. I don't want to lock it in. That's the problem.
I know it's peak, isn't it? Imagine we can't even be confident right now.
I'm gonna say 2-0 Brentford, but if you see my score prediction whenever I post it, after I copy Rich, yeah, when I post my score prediction, it'll most likely change. I doubt I'll say anything. I doubt it'll be 2-0 Brentford, but that's what I'm saying in the stream. Boys, you guys can take it from me. I think my joke already spoiled it.
So basically, people in the group chat last night.
One second, Nate, sorry. Whilst I'm actually going to try and find it and so people can see it. Give me a second. I'm going to try and screenshot and upload it. Give me a second. Feel free to show the overlay of last week. Bear in mind, I didn't include the
Arsenal City game.
I included the score, but not the graphic.
Yeah, the graphic.
Remember to scribble out all our numbers as well. If you screenshot it.
Oh no! I'm just going to screenshot the actual.
Okay,
the
so
message.
Here is the what we predicted during this game week. Rich topping it off with 10 points. Me and Nate and Dan and the guest all following up with 9 points, and Nicky coming in with 6 points, which leaves the totals to Rich having 160, Nate with 143, with me 142, Dan 134, and Nicky with 125. And the guest is doing pretty well so far. That leaves the overall table looking like this, with Midge the closest to Rich right now. CM, I think, has forgotten about his score predictions again because he ain't moved.
No, he did, but he didn't get many points.
I apologize. When looking at this, we're seeing Jack coming in top still. Ali's down here with 9 points. Is that a mistake?
9? Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, he said he's got 9 points.
Yeah, and he's like below people that have got 7 and 8 points.
Yes, he should be second.
So that's definitely, if that is the case.
Yeah. I haven't scrolled that up. You know what I did? I probably did the wrong Ali. Like the other Ali was the Brentford fan from last time. Apologies. I've had a mare with these things, by the way. Hold on, let me upload the new overlay. 1 second.
But put it this way, if Ali actually did get 9 points and he actually predicted us to beat Brighton 4-1, that's impressive. We'll put it that way. That's very impressive. And then bringing up the rear, we've got Hanif, Dan, and Grizz.
Right.
Look at how happy Rich is.
No, because we have to talk about this, right? So last night in the Eagle-Eyed Football group chat, we found out a little something that none of us were aware of until somebody decided to dry snitch on themselves. Now, normally, you could maybe template someone else's predictions and just tweak it to make it look like you put it in yourself. Nobody would know. But Nicky confessed to copying Rich. So, not only did he do that, but he kept digging the hole. And
put it this way, that happened, and I called him out on it, and then he just kept doing this.
You see it digging and digging and digging. And you know what? It went from a confession to an outright cook session. Because me, JC, and Rich got the lighters out, and we started cooking him. But, mate, I don't know what he was thinking, but the fact that he aired himself out like that, it's just like, why would you do that? Oh my gosh. Now, we have held an internal review. He's been given a warning, but next season, we're going to be watching Nicky closely.
Big up the Facebook viewers, by the way. Big up Anne.
Big up Anne.
Subscribe if you're new.
One of the Irish Palace fans.
Smash the like button. Share the channel with people. Yes, I'm staying on the fence. My score prediction might be a bit different. I won't even lie.
But we've already seen Nicky say, I'll just copy Rich. Yeah, do that, Nicky.
Nicky just to see.
Oh, he's just. But yeah, it was quite entertaining last night, that Eagle-Eyed Football group chat, honestly.
I am a proper cook.
And the maddest thing was, he kind of wanted some of us to back him up. It was like, nah, bruv, wait a minute. This is a competition between the five of us.
No, because I was sitting there and I was thinking, why is he just admitted this? Like,
it's such a hell.
Like, I'll put it this way. Let's say you was actually just copying Rich. You wouldn't say anything. You know what I mean? You'd like, I copy it, but make it. Yeah, it's like copy it, but change a few so I don't look too bait. But
man baited himself out.
Oh wait, but hold on. You know what the maddest thing is? Yeah, he's copying my results and coming up with that.
Oh my god. Nicky, you know what?
We need to timestamp this segment, by the way.
No, this has to be clipped and put in the GC for real. Oh my god. But I mean, next season the Predictions League is probably going to get ramped up again. We've got a couple of tweaks to it we might add. But why would you admit that? I don't. Oh my word.
One second, guys.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh.
Nicky, you're a cheat. I hope you get relegated. You're a cheat. I hope you get relegated. No, you're a cheat, Nicky. You're a cheat. I hope you get relegated.
I think for all the people wondering what the consequence was, is that he's getting let off with a warning. Yeah,
that wasn't on me.
all I'm saying is that he should have had a week ban.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying. But there was a vote, and people voted for him to get let off with a warning. So if he's getting let off with a warning and no points deduction, Rich, send me your things. Yeah, I'll take that warning as well. I will.
No, do you know what the funniest thing about it is? Rich actually said it. Nicky, you can't vote on this, and man voted on it. I went.
He voted on everything that didn't involve him losing points.
I know. Hey, I warned you, man. He's like this when he's competitive. He will not accept defeat. Like we saw him bowling, innit?
If he finishes bottom, it's chip challenge. I don't care.
Yeah,
It's chip challenge.
yeah.
I'll buy it myself. Like,
yeah. Sorry, bro, but I'm in full agreement. You cheated, so you have to hold the L.
So if he we're saying this here now, yeah.
115 points.
Hey, Rich.
I can't even cheat properly.
Rich, you think that Nicky won his £3 back?
I don't know what it is with Nicky, you know, but we saw when we went bowling. You remember I opened these lanes.
I think the best lane for us
To not win. He actually had a theory. He goes, lanes 13 and 14 are the best lanes because they're the last ones to get tested, you know, so they're a lot smoother. He finished third.
Well, put it this way, yeah. There's a video of me using the baby trolley thing, and I still won.
Oh man. You know what? We're gonna let's clip this segment, yeah, and just let it be its own little video. Just put Nicky behind bars as a thumbnail.
Aye.
Oh,
You
Nicky
see,
mad
all
about
of
bars.
you lot, yeah? All of you lot that said that eagle-eyed football is corrupt, 1/6 of it is corrupt. All right? 1/6 of it is corrupt.
No, Rihanna's corrupt as well. She was trolling. She voted for everything. If you have a look at all the votes, she voted everything. She's just trolling.
VAR should take a look there.
Man.
The way VAR was moving last weekend, I don't think so.
Big up, Tristan.
Big up,
Oh
Tristan.
man.
Oh, look, Tristan's not shouting at people no more.
Nicky Booby like Harry Maguire. That's why has to name him a banner for the next televised game.
Yeah, he's going to be eagle-eyed fraudulent from now on.
or maybe Nicky Tony.
Oh my God, what is happening?
Yeah, my Wi-Fi is moving mad.
All right, let's wrap it here then.
Oh, this has been hilarious. Nicky in the Nick, pun intended. Aye, that could be a chant at the homestead, you know. Nicky in the Nick.
All right, guys.
Nicky in the Nick.
No, I think I'd rather Nicky in the mud. I can't lie. But guys, this is the Brentford match preview to the game that we're having on Saturday. Nicky, this one's for you.
Big man thing, yeah. It's not looking good, Bev. It's not looking good.
It's not looking good. But this is me, your boy, JC from Eagle Eye Football. That's Nate. That's Rich. We're out. Eagles!